First of all, welcome. Today we gather to celebrate what has become an annual tradition here in Quincy Center. For the third year, we meet on the 1st of June at 6 p.m. to welcome in a full month of celebration. The flag we fly, aptly named the Progress Pride flag, stands as a bold and vivid and inclusive symbol of celebration that represents the full spectrum of our LGBTQ+ community. I'm Jim Petosa, Chair of the City of Quincy LGBTQ+ Commission. The Commission was created some years ago to give our community a broader presence and an opportunity for greater representation in the civic space. The Commission happily joins with the Congregation of the United First Parish Church, the Board of Quincy Pride, and this year added to our mix the leaders of our own Quincy chapter of PFLAG, the nationally recognized organization, yes, applause, that provides support for our community through the participation of family, friends, and other allies. This year, I'm also very happy and honored to welcome members of the Quincy Interfaith Network, who will play a major role in this evening's program. Tonight, we gather to celebrate the raised flag that we present to you yet again, suspended in the heart of our city. We will let it fly for the entire Pride Month of June. Much has been said in recent months about the soul of America, which perhaps can be best revealed from the simple words, e pluribus unum, from the many, one. And in our oneness, we find our common cause, our connection. And when the light of that oneness is put through a prism, the rainbow of the many shines out from its common point of origin and reveals an extraordinary community of human beings that are able to celebrate differences without fear, without threat, and with the recognition that ours is a beautiful tapestry of identities that include an honest celebration, not a mere tolerance of our orientations and our gender identities. We move forward together without fear, without shame, without an urge to hide. And instead, we summon up our collective courage, our conviction of pride in who we are and where we've been and what we've been through, with the belief that waving our flags of spirit, the world is enriched by our presence, as we are enriched by our participation in it. The times call for these moments. I'll end with a quote from social justice activist Daniel Berrigan, a Jesuit priest who said, "Redeem the times, for the times are inexpressibly evil. And yet, the times are inexhaustibly good, solaced by the courage and the hope of many. Let us, the many, summon up our courage and our hope with the conviction of better days to come because of our visible presence in the world." Thank you. How nice, thank you. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Reverend Rebecca, and our ministerial intern, Shiloh, who will come up and lead us in a blessing of the flag.
I'm the Reverend Rebecca Froome, lead minister here at United First Parish Church, and I use she and her pronouns.
My name is Shiloh Hoffman. I am the ministerial intern here at United First Parish Church, and I use they, them pronouns.
And beloveds, will you take a deep breath with me? Here in the heart of the city, here beneath our Progress Pride flag, here in this space made sacred by our coming together to affirm and celebrate pride. Here we breathe together, feeling that spirit of life, that spirit of love that moves within, between, and beyond us all. So let us take a deep breath together, noticing the beating of your own beautiful heart. Let us take a deep breath together, appreciating the gift of this community of communities that has gathered here with us. And may this breath of life and love be with us throughout the evening and throughout the month of Pride.
We bless our Progress Pride flag with these words by Alex Swift. Let this banner be a symbol of hope, a blanket of protection for those who need it, and a cape of power for those who must be empowered.
Let this flag be a standard of our conviction to embody all these things and to be the change we will upon the world.
Let the will we weave to empower and protect be woven into this flag as we weave it into the world.
With our blessing, let all love be sacred, all unions safeguarded, and all people free. Blessed be.
Thank you both. And now it is my pleasure to introduce a couple who for the last year have taken the idea of creating a Quincy chapter of PFLAG from being just an idea to a vibrant, active, untiring source of effort, work, and advocacy for our community. It's my pleasure to welcome Jim and Patty Mortimer to say a few words to us.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Patty. My pronouns are she, her. Jim and I want to thank Reverend Rebecca, the church community, and the City of Quincy LGBTQ Commission for inviting us to be a part of this important and meaningful ceremony. We are honored and humbled to participate. Over this last year, we worked with the Commission and with Greater Boston PFLAG to start a support group for parents, friends, and all allies of the LGBTQ community, for anyone who wants to make a difference but maybe isn't sure how to do that. We're a small group. We meet once a month, and we've been working hard to get the word out that we're here, and we're working on some new and exciting events in the coming months. And first of all, I'd like to speak to the allies. If you can do one thing, I would suggest normalize using your pronouns in everyday life. It might feel a little bit odd at first to use your pronouns, but you will get used to it, I promise. And it might start a conversation with someone who would like some information but might not be sure how to start that conversation, might not know how to ask that question. And if you need some information, come join us at our monthly meetings. We'd love to have you join us. Now, the other day, I saw a goldfinch outside my kitchen window. The goldfinch is a bird which symbolizes abundance, community, and joy. And to me, that is the perfect symbol to begin Pride Month. The connections and interactions at Pride festivals and marches, at ceremonies like this one, at proms, at parties, and at events like these, bring people together and build friendships, community, and traditions that carry us through until next year, that build resilience and hope for the future. There is an abundance to the human experience and a variety of identities that is undeniable, a wealth of talent and creativity and a passion that is the LGBTQ+ community, the past, the present, and the future. Pride is about claiming the joy that is yours, that belongs to you, and that you rightfully deserve. Sometimes you have to create your own joy, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Jim and I wish you all a joyful June and a whole year full of joy.
Hello, my name is James Mortimer. My pronouns are he, him. In 1972 was the first PFLAG march. Fast forward to about 2 years ago at the LGBTQ Commission meeting, it was decided that we establish a PFLAG chapter here in Quincy. Now we have a PFLAG chapter. Tomorrow we'll have our first, what's the word I'm looking for? Our first procession march. Following that, on June 15th, we'll be marching the Flag Day Parade. So we're moving along, but we ask for your support from allies in the LGBTQ+ community to support us. Together, we can accomplish many things.
Thank you both. And now it's my pleasure to introduce a fellow member of the City of Quincy Commission, John McDonald.
Thank you, Jim. Isn't it a glorious evening, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't it a beautiful night? So I'm lucky enough to be able to introduce to you 2 times tonight the Quincy Choral Society. The mission of the Quincy Choral Society is to perform diverse, professional quality programs designed to entertain, enlighten, and enrich the human spirit. Quincy Choral Society has been bringing musical excellence to the South Shore and the world, and this is going to need a round of applause, since 1981. They have performed hundreds of concerts locally and internationally. Quincy Choral Society is a 501c3 nonprofit organization with over 90 members and numerous volunteers. Yeah, you can keep clapping about the 90 members and supporters. I think they'll take you if you do like to sing. All of whom volunteer their time and talents dedicated to our common mission. The group's first selection today is titled Uma Familia, which loosely translates to, we are all one great family, one people. I give you the Quincy Choral Society.
beloveds, we have blessed this Progress Pride flag as a community, and it will continue to confer its blessings to the city of Quincy throughout the month. Tomorrow at Q Pride Festival, our Quincy Interfaith Network will have a tent of blessing where anyone who is interested may come as an individual or a couple or a polycule to receive a glittery blessing of love and affirmation. Tonight, the Quincy Interfaith Network and our partners would like to extend a blessing to this collective of individuals, to the LGBTQIA+ folks gathered here who live in the city or in the area, who may, some of you, have experienced great harm through organized religion. If this is your experience, what has happened to you is inexcusable. There is no theology that excuses your suffering. I invite the members, the faith leaders that are here with us today to be part of the multi-faith blessing to come forward. You can gather near Shiloh and I. And we are here to offer blessings and to affirm that there is work for us to do as religious people. Work for us to do to take responsibility for harm done, to rise above hatred, and to nurture healing and growth. So we are here for you and with you. In that spirit, we will each offer a blessing grounded in our faith traditions. A blessing for your love, for your gender expression, for the world of justice and equity we hope to build, and indeed are building. The faith leaders here represent some, but certainly not all, of the world's spiritual and religious traditions. Each blessing is offered in the language of reverence, grounded in their faith traditions. And I encourage you to listen with an open heart for the language of faith and meaning most meaningful to you.
Hey everybody, my name is Shiloh Hoffman. As I said before, I use they, them pronouns, and today I share a blessing from the Unitarian Universalist tradition. Spirit of life, bless us with the knowledge that there is no manifestation of love, no relationships, nor families in all shapes and sizes that you have not made holy, nor that you have called less than. Indeed, you name love our birthright. There is no gender, spirit of life, nor expression of authentic being that you've named evil. Holy One, you ordain every glorious presentation. Shelter us, Spirit of life, in this knowing that unconditional love is for all, and we are each blessed with that mighty voice of courage to never surrender to the roar of hatred. Bless us as we pave a courageous, loving, hopeful way for our descendants. And in unity we say, in the spirit of love, we bless you and your relationships as whole and beautiful.
Good evening, everyone. I am the Reverend Kimberly Murphy. I'm the pastor at Quincy Point Congregational Church. My pronouns are she and her. And today I share a blessing from the Trinitarian Congregational United Church of Christ tradition. You, O holy God, you of wild love and extravagant acceptance. You, O Jesus, you of the wide welcome and loving embrace. You, O Holy Spirit, you of boldness and beauty, of fire and wind and light and life. You, Sacred Trinity, you who are faithfully present in the grit and glitter of life, joys and heartbreak, we are confident that you are here with us now. Awaken us to your dream and desire for all of creation. Create in us hope-filled energy to work together to make a world in which every member of the human family is free to flourish however you have made them. Forgive us for those moments we have stumbled, falling short of your expectations for us. Forgive us when we hold our tongues, or freeze, or look away, or do nothing. When we fail to stand up for what is good, right, and true. Forgive us from holding back your ever-flowing current of love, dignity, and justice. Remake us into a people eager to see you in the faces, bodies, and expressions of all people. Remind us that you have commanded us to love one another as you have loved us. Remind each of us to step out of the shadows of our lives and shine fearlessly and courageously. Ignite the divine fire within us to shine brightly when light struggles to break forth. Help us to be that divine light that shines through the prisms of human experience, breaking forth into every color that you have ever created and into colors yet to be created, known only to you. Holy One, you call each of us your beloved. In and through your love, you call us by other names. We're called cherished and welcomed and desired and sacred. For all of your creation, for all of your beloved gathered and scattered, we give you our thanks and our praise now and forevermore. Amen. And now let us say together, in the spirit of love, we bless you and your relationships as whole and beautiful.
Shri Radhe Shyam. I am Keshav Shukla, Keshav Sharan, representing Hindu temple from Holbrook. And I needed some help with my pronouns, and I came up with he, him, she, her, they, their, them. So with your association and giving us the opportunity, we recite a Vedic mantra, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is one family. There is no need for me to define or to look up there. And actually, when our religious background says up there, we hardly see anything. But I like the LGBT idea that when you look out up there, you see a rainbow. And that is the beauty. It's not something that we need to believe. It is front of you. Your beauty is complete. And here we take a pledge to take that responsibility to remain in the posture of humility wherever there is opportunity to serve people without gender, without discrimination of the color, without discrimination of the religious background, without discrimination of national origin. We look forward to be there for you, to serve you, whether we cook for you, we share the bad moment or good moment, or do some artwork, or engage in singing and dancing while we chant the mantras intended and encapsulated with the idea of unconditional love. And unconditional love, we define ourselves practice-based organization, which means it is not complete by just carrying your title that you are dharma practitioner unless you actually live by reaching out to anyone in your neighborhood, anyone wherever you are surrounded, to serve them, whether they are your neighbors or they are your relatives or they are, for some people, stranger. But remember, the whole world is one family. With that said, in the union response, we all sing together in the spirit of love. We bless you and your relationship as whole and beautiful. Shri Radhe Shyam.
And our Jewish colleagues in faith are observing Shabbat with their congregations. And so I offer this blessing by Rabbi Joshua Slowetcher, Rabbi Erica Steelman, and Dr. Gloria Becker from the Jewish tradition. Source of life, you have blessed each of us with your spirit. In your wisdom, you have made each of us a unique treasure. Wellspring of our lives, cause us to flow with courage, strength, and compassion, to live our stories openly, proudly, and joyfully. Presence of love, you embrace us with your love. May we embrace ourselves, our partners, our lovers, our friends, our children, our dear ones, with the power of your unending, boundless love. Spirit of peace and wholeness, open our eyes to the gifts and blessings we offer and receive from each other. Open our hearts to welcome each other fully and truly. Open our hands to embrace, to support, to lift each other with joy, with song, with peace, with deep friendship. Today, as we celebrate renewal, pride, and community, let us walk together with strength, compassion, and love. We bless you, wellspring of our lives. May you fill us with joy and sanctity. Amen. In the spirit of love, we bless you and your relationships as whole and beautiful.
I am Reverend Dr. Michelle Walsh. My pronouns are she, her, hers. And while I am the co-lead minister at the First Parish Unitarian Universalist in Canton, I live in Quincy and I have deep connections to this congregation here. I was an intern here many years ago and served as an affiliate community minister. I practice within the Buddhist tradition, and today I share a blessing from the Buddhist tradition. I share these words by the Dalai Lama, who drew on words by Shantideva, an 8th century Indian Buddhist monk. I invite us all to enter into this meditatively in the spirit of the loving kindness meditation that is so central to the Buddhist tradition. May I become at all times, both now and forever, a protector for those without protection, a guide for those who have lost their way, a ship for those with oceans to cross, a bridge for those with rivers to cross, a sanctuary for those in danger, a lamp for those without light, a place of refuge for those who lack shelter, and a servant to all in need. And let us say together our unison response. In the spirit of love, we bless you and your relationships as whole and beautiful.
This is a short prayer that I share on behalf of Mahmouda Qureshi, who is a member of United First Parish Church, and I share it with abiding love for all of our Muslim siblings in faith. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In Arabic, this translates to, in the name of Allah, most beloved, ever merciful. We, God, made you all different so that you may know each other. Salam alaikum. And in response, we say, in the spirit of love, we bless you and your relationships as whole and beautiful. And last but not least,
good afternoon. Muy buenas tardes. Bonsoir. So I am Tess Brown. I'm a Sister of Charity of Nazareth. A nun, as some people say. But I really am your sister. And I'm a Sister of Charity of, as I said. So we are Sisters of Charity, and we also believe in justice. I'm a resident of Quincy for over 30 years. And it's so beautiful to be under the rainbow flag, because I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. And Archbishop Tutu called us the rainbow country. So with all my brothers and sisters here, it's just a blessing to be with you. I'm a member of St. Catherine Drexel Parish, which is in Roxbury, on the Grove Hall section. We are a little gerrymandered parish. We go from the Ruggles T all the way to Nubian Square and up to Grove Hall. We are a Black Catholic community of believers celebrating and rejoicing in the love of God. And all are welcome. We live that out. We are all created in God's image. We are one human family. Our being expresses the dignity that God has given us. One of the things we do at our parish, every time we have a Mass, we end it with the collect that comes from the Votive for the Progress of Peoples. You actually find this in the Catholic Roman Missal, but many people don't even know that some of those Masses exist. And so at the end of each Mass, before we go out, we say, O God, who gave one origin to all peoples, and willed to gather from them one family for yourself, fill all hearts, we pray, with the fire of your love, and kindle in them a desire for the just advancement of their neighbor, that through the good things which you richly bestow upon all, each human person may be brought to perfection. Every division may be removed, and equity and justice may be established in human society. And if we could extend our hands, we could either hold them up or hold them to receive, or we could send out a blessing to one another. God of love, you have created each one of us in your image. You have loved us into being. Pour out your spirit of love upon us, we pray, and bless us all gathered here and all the communities from which we come and to which we return. Bless us to grow in compassion, in love, and care for one another, for our communities, our world, and our planet. And through my tradition, I pray this through Jesus the Redeemer and our Creator, in the unity of the Holy Spirit. Amen. In the spirit of love, we bless you and your relationships as whole and beautiful.
This is my office. We do events out here every month, and I'd like to take a moment to thank Mayor Koch and his team, Helen Murphy and Chris Walker, who were very helpful to us today, and our sound engineer, who also is the media director for the city, Mark Carey. If we could give them a round of applause. Not a bad office, right? I'd also like to thank Cameron Porter, who I've known since I was a kid. He is the president and owner with his family of Major Theater Equipment, and they're the group that helped us to have this sign be hung in the portico. So he deserves a round of applause as well, and his family and his team. And sometimes we forget that the people who put things together, we forget to mention names, and if we've forgotten anyone, please forgive. But I'd like to recognize David from the church, who very much was helpful today and always to put this event together. And finally, Sarah, who is the artistic director and conductor, was unable to be here for the Quincy Choral Society, so we think of her today. But we would like to thank Gigi, who is our accompanist, and Julie Berade, did I get it right? She's our guest conductor today. Like a bridge over troubled water is a metaphor for someone living through a trying time in their life. And I will lay me down references the sacrifices and perseverance as they find a way through difficulty. Once again, let's welcome the Quincy Choral Society as they share with you their version of Paul Simon's Bridge Over Troubled Waters.
I'll be your bridge, your troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge, your troubled water. I will lay me when you're feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me
When you're down and out, when you're on the street, my Lord, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down.
I'll be your bridge, your troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge, your troubled water. I will lay me down.
Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you ever need a friend, look around, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind.
I'll be your bridge or troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge or troubled water. I will
Thank you, Quincy Choral Society. Beautiful work. And now it's my pleasure to introduce a member of the City of Quincy administration whose literal job is to be a bridge over troubled waters. So it is my pleasure to introduce Damien Otar, who is the city's primary officer for diversity, equity, inclusion. I invited him to speak to us today. He's been with us for about a year now as part of the city. He's done a lot of listening, and I wanted to give him an opportunity to speak to us as well. Damien.
Good evening, everyone. That's quite an act to follow, but I will be brief. First of all, I would like to thank Jim and the members of the LGBTQ+ Commission for their invitation for me to share a few thoughts with you today. In my capacity as the community liaison for the city, I greet you in the spirit of inclusion and friendship, and partnership as well. The city has come a far way, on the road toward progress in the areas of diversity and inclusion, and I stand here in celebration of this progress. Notwithstanding, I am of the belief that there is always room for improvement, and I stand ready to work shoulder to shoulder with any person or community group to see our beloved city be the best that it can be. I am looking forward to meeting as many of you throughout this evening's proceedings, and I once again thank you for the invitation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Damien. And now, one of our co-sponsors of this evening's event and a close partner and friend of the commission and the city of Quincy as a whole, our council member Richard Ash, who is also chair of Quincy Pride. Richard.
Thank you very much, Jim. Hello, everybody. My name's Richard Ash. I'm the president of Quincy Pride. I also serve on the Quincy City Council. After those 48 minutes, I have one thing to say, and that is ditto. I would like to recognize State Senator John Keenan, who is in the audience. And also a round of applause for the LGBTQ commissioners, Jim Petosa, John McDonald, Chris Walker, also City Council member at large, Nina Liang is on the commission as well, but she's unable to be here due to her sister's wedding, actually. So I wanted to make sure you all knew who those commissioners are that partner with organizations like Quincy Pride, which is the 501c3 that I am the president of, and like the United First Parish Church, and foster in ideas that promote equity, inclusion, diversity in the city. The primary example of our work over the last year and a half as we'll say cohort in a way, we're all playing off of each other. We have town halls together, we promote the same events, we can financially support and sponsor each other. And that is, that is the PFLAG chapter, which you heard from Jim and Patty Mortimer earlier tonight. So my primary goal here tonight is to make sure that you all know and make sure that you all come tomorrow to Quincy Pride, which is at 12 noon at the Ross Lot, 37R Parking Way. It's opposite of the IHOP. We have a great day planned. We have a great day of entertainment, music, live music. We have bands, food trucks, plenty of stuff for the kids. It is a family-friendly, free event. We have over 40 vendors coming to sell items or promote their nonprofits. An amazing day planned. You'll hear much more from me there. I have to say it is incredible how this flag-raising ceremony has grown over the last 3 years. I just eyeballed about 150 people that are here, and it's amazing. The first one we had a couple years back, I want to say there was a fraction. So a huge shout out to the Quincy Interfaith Network for coming to bless the flag, and to the Quincy Choral Society, really everybody involved. I have a few board members from Quincy Pride that are here as well, and that's Jenna Santilli, Jonathan Nardi, and Rafe Johnson. So again, you'll hear from all of us tomorrow and see plenty of us. I want every year for the last 3 years, Quincy Pride at our festival has also given out an award for Community Partner of the Year. I found it very apropos to be able to tell you all tonight that that Community Partner of the Year, which we'll be honoring tomorrow and presenting an award to, is the LGBTQ Commission. So it's going to be an incredible day. We have scholarships to give out, a great day of entertainment, and please join us all tomorrow at 12 noon. Thank you very much.
Just to repeat, tomorrow is a big day for our community. It does begin, for those of you who would like to join us here at UFPC at 10:30 for a worship service whose themes will be around the ideas of the rainbow and the inclusivity of our community in the civic space, the religious place, the spiritual space. So you are all welcome to be here tomorrow at 10:30 for the worship service being led by Reverend Rebecca and intern minister Shiloh. After that service, we will be gathering, those of you who choose to, will be gathering here to have PFLAG leadership join us in a procession from the front steps where we are gathered now to the site of the festival. We plan on departing here around, say, 11:45, so that we'll be entering the festival space around noon. One of the big traditions about Pride throughout the country has been not only to celebrate in a specific space, but to have our community march through the cities. In New York City, it's Fifth Avenue, most famously, though I remember back when it was just Christopher Street, to walk through the community with a sense of pride and belonging and letting people know that we're there. So this is a time to do that in our own city where perhaps visibility has not been at the forefront of Quincy's experience. But times, they are a-changin'. We leave today, and we leave historically blessed. And I want you to go home and think about what happened here tonight. It was an extraordinary moment. And I want to thank all the members of Quincy Interfaith Network for their humility, their generosity of spirit to lift us up, because we've needed that. And we thank you for your generosity. Thank you. And in closing, I want to invite Shiloh Hoffman back up to the stage to introduce a final gift to our gathering before we leave tonight. Shiloh.
Friends, we have a gift from Braj Mandir, the Hindu temple in Holbrook, who are some dear beloveds who have come, and they are going to offer some sung prayer as we kind of gather after, this wonderful program. May we go well, may we go in peace to be a blessing to the world, and let's be blessed with song.
Radhe Govind